Dear friends and followers, first off, if your name is either Ralph or Stella, I know who you are. You've sent me emails, comments, etc. on my feeds, and I've noticed a lot of more thumbs down. I need y'all to leave me some more comments and some proper feedback instead of hitting that little ugly icon. And I need to know what you are disliking about my video. So, that's in it. It's alright for you to hit the icon, but I want you to leave a comment along with. And for those of rest of y'all who follow me, I'm in my truck sleeper again. This video will be kind of shaky and have some vibration in it because I'm on a rough road right now. On this episode of Truckin' It, I'm going to discuss the future. I'm specifically going to discuss what I see going forward after we get through the pandemic. Stay tuned, because you're about to find out if somebody's going to be in really high demand. Dear friends and followers, first things first, I see a really bright future happening right after this pandemic gets over when it comes to all forms of transport. Airlines will slowly ramp back up, and that could take over a year, so if you're interested in becoming a pilot, check out the channels Fly with Stella, or a flight attendant for that matter. Check out the channels Fly with Stella, Captain Joe, Mentor Pilot, 7-4 Gear, and some of the others. I'll send you to those channels if you're interested in air and aviation. They'll give you all kinds of tips and how to get you started in that. For those of us who do trucking, the future is also very bright. And same goes for anybody who's in any sort of delivery business right now and in the near future. If you do anything like, in addition to trucking, driving a bus, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, grocery store delivery, etc., you are in very high demand, and you will be for quite some time. This disease outbreak has set a new precedent. Economies will shift and change, and I expect that one area of key growth is going to be the sector where we will have people delivering everything. Now, this concerns me somewhat, because we already are dealing with a lack of truck parking, with a lack of services, and with a lack of drivers, all three. It's a trifecta. If you're thinking about getting into a career in trucking or in driving, I'm going to tell you how I got started a little later in this video. And believe me, I had a full year plus to try it out. And for you, I want to give you some resources that will assist you in training and getting ready for your first CDL permits and skills tests. So, let's continue on. First things first. Let's cover how I got my start in trucking. I was a videographer at a university because my classes were starting to cause me to struggle quite a bit. And I essentially got booted from the school, but not from the video program. And that school was Illinois State University. At the same time, a job opportunity opened up with a local furniture delivery guy. I ended up just going to him and started hitting the road. Which this was just with an F-150 pickup as well as a couple of other pickups I got to drive in his fleet, namely the Dodge Ram and Chevy Silverado and a minivan. And out of those 4 pickups, those got me some experience on how to pull trailers, how to hook things up right, how to make sure that I can handle severe weather, etc. And that little start in the furniture delivery business got me hooked on the open road. So, with that in mind, I tried starting a moving business. I failed at it. And then all of a sudden, I got a phone call one day saying, hey, you really ought to consider getting a CDL because we got all kinds of opportunities opening up. So, I contacted my workforce services department. They got me hooked up with a school, got me hooked up with paid training, and I got my license on July 31st, 2009. Since then, I've been driving an 18-wheeler and now a 22-wheeler, also known as a tractor-trailer with doubles. I've gotten to pull various kinds of trailers ever since, and I want you to know that this business is going to be booming for you just as it did for me. Because we were just coming out of a recession and things started taking off. I've been with a few different employers since I started my career, and I want you to get started and get started off right. So, we'll cover that in the next segment. So, what can you do to prepare for a trucking career? The first thing I would suggest you do is practice. That is, get a CDL skills handbook. If you have a sport utility vehicle or a pickup truck, such as a Chevy Suburban, Chevy Tahoe, Toyota Tundra, Ford F-Series, and the like, check to see if it has a trailer hitch, and if it does, I would suggest that you rent trailers and actually start practicing. That way you can get the feel of how the vehicle's going to handle. And this is all stuff you can do before you get your permit, by the way. Also, start weighing your options, because maybe a career in trucking is not for you, depending on your social life, etc. But then again, there's always delivery, rideshare, and other options that are available to you. So, keep that in mind. If you're looking for more information about how to get started in the trucking business, the first resources that I would suggest you consult are some of the drivers ourselves or available at any local truck stop to answer your questions. You can check out YouTube channels like Truckers Coach TV, as well as my channel. And feel free to talk with anybody you know that's in the driving business. We'll be glad to help you and to help you get started. There's also a point in which you'll need to contact a school or an academy of some kind, or maybe even a training company. And those resources and links are available through the schools themselves. I would suggest that you contact them. You can either call them or you can visit their website. I'll provide a link to the school that I went to in the description below. And if you've got the drive, the talent, and the determination, along with the ability to learn and some basic driving skills, and if you've got a good, clean driving record, I think a career as a professional driver would be great for you. So, let's make your best trip your next trip. If you're thinking about a career in driving, start today. Go look at the rideshare companies. Go look at the trucking companies. Go look at the various schools and such. Because right now is a great time to do that. And if I can help you in any way I can, feel free to leave me comments down below. Give me a thumbs up. And last but not least, talk with your friends and family about this. Because it is a tough decision. And one that cannot be taken lightly. But I think that if you have the right attitude, you will have all kinds of fun doing this job. And maybe even do it as a career like I have. So keep learning, keep thinking, keep driving. And until next time, let's make your best trip your next trip. And perhaps even consider that career as a driver as an option. Bye for now.